So I have heard, and perhaps you're not aware if you've been focused on the supply chain and logistics issues, 2024 is a bit of an election year in the United States. There's a couple ways to think about this. I get asked the question, how do I prepare for the outcome of the election? The fact is, no matter what happens, the macro environment, the policies in the United States will change, and a lot of those are going to affect the supply chain. They're going to, especially both of the major parties in the United States seem to be advocating for higher trade barriers. You're going to see more tariffs no matter who ends up prevailing in this election. And some industries it'll be good for, other industries it will hurt. No matter what, there will be change. And so predicting which change is going to happen, I think you should be analyzing the entire global supply chain right now. Now is the time to be preparing, because you're going to veer left, you're going to veer right, probably won't veer in the center, unfortunately. Change will happen. And this is just from the election, even more than the election. What are the things that happen next year in 2025 and 2026 that we're not expecting? Supply chain design is a capability to enable you to redesign the entire supply chain in the face or in the context of a shifting environment. In many ways, it's a capability to shortcut evolution. You don't have to figure out if you're going to muddle your way through and survive or not when big change happens. Supply chain design lets you get a leg up on natural selection. You get to, in a computer model, in a synthetic environment where it's basically free to run infinite variations of what might happen, you can redesign yourself. And as you see waves and changes coming, whether or not they're political in nature or economic or environmental, change is coming. Companies that don't build a capability, an internal capability to do supply chain design, you're at the mercy of Darwin. Maybe it'll work out for you, but if you don't want to leave it to chance, build supply chain design as a capability. In terms of spend and the kinds of expense that it takes to do this kind of capability, it's pretty small. But in many ways, it's your ultimate insurance policy against getting hit by an asteroid, like a dinosaur, and going away. You could redesign your enterprise, get out in front of it. And ultimately, if you don't have supply chain design as a capability internally, eventually you will go extinct. If you do, it's likely that there's nothing that can actually wipe you out. You can roll, you can change, you can modify the business, you can make the biggest changes you have that are necessary to survive really anything that's coming your way as industry structures change.